Hi guys, Taylor Cocke here for Yahoo Esports. I am in the studio right now, but on Skype I have Mr. Rick Fox, NBA World Champion and now owner of the Echo Fox organization. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain too much. Looks like you're in someplace beautiful, much more beautiful than the studio.
Well, I don't know. I'm in South Beach right now, but here at Art Basel. But excited to share some news with Yahoo Esports, yourself in particular here, as I'm sure you have some questions for us.
Indeed, I do.
But hey, come on down when you come on down when you get done. We still have a few weeks before the season actually kicks off in LCS.
I mean, I would love to. I'll hop on a plane right away. But so, what is the announcement that you are so very excited to share with us today? I hear it's about a certain top laner.
Yes, well, it is free agent time, and especially in the LCS. We at Echo Fox have been out in the free agent market searching for ways to not only improve our team, but continue to grow support for Froggen, our captain, as we head into our second season of LCS. And we made a list in free agency of some of the top players in the game, anywhere in the world that we thought we would be blessed to have join Echo Fox. It required us to go out and actually sell them on our vision, where we were going in 2017, which we'll have more news for in the coming weeks. But right now, we had one guy we wanted. We had him at the top of our list, and we were able to successfully sign Looper to Echo Fox to join Froggen as we head into the 2017 season of LCS.
So those of you who haven't been following League of Legends since 2014, Looper is was formerly a member of the Samsung White team back in 2014 that went ahead and won the World Championship there in completely dominating fashion. So Rick, why Looper in particular? Why this particular player?
Well, I think if you know anything about our entry into esports at Echo Fox, it obviously stems from my personal background in professional sports and my fortunate experiences in LA, where I won championships and experienced what that felt like to be a champion. Played alongside a lot of great players, and so as we entered esports and entered the landscape of LCS, we wanted to compete at the highest level, knowing that we were coming in as a new organization. It required a growth period for us. We went out and attached a talented player, one of the best League of Legends players in the history of the game, in Froggen. And when you ask me why Looper, for me personally, it attaches to championship experience. Looper has won a championship as a LCS player with Samsung, and as you know, that is one of the it goes down. It pretty much is one. It may be the best team ever to win a championship in league. So as we think about our future as an org, and really we're committed to world-class teams at our organization and building those, and we always want to compete at the highest level against the best. And in order to do that, you have to really put yourself in a position to really pitch individuals like Looper on why they should make such a decision to join your org, which we did, and he saw in us enough to believe that we're heading in a direction towards championship LCS play, and he's going to be a huge part of that paired with Froggen. He's going to bring that experience of not only two regions with him, but like I said, having that championship know-how when it comes to LCS experience.
Now, like you said, he has played in two different regions, in Korea and China. But traditionally, when a player comes over from Korea or China and comes into the North American LCS team, specifically an English-speaking North American team, they've had a little bit of trouble adapting. How are you guys planning to help him adapt to the English-speaking world of North America?
Yeah, well, we know he's a quick study. I mean, making a shift from Korea to China was, I'm sure, quite the culture adjustment for him, even in style of play in China versus other regions. We saw the success he had there with RNG. And his confidence, quite frankly, in being able to make the leap was really, really exciting for us to hear. He's excited to come to North America and join Echo Fox in NALCS. But for us, having had KFO, an individual that came from Korea, Looper's home, we know what it takes to assimilate an individual into a new culture, especially when it comes to the language barrier. We have teammates that play with KFO last two splits that have developed communication skills. So it is always a challenge. You're really starting any year with a new roster and a group of guys, whether they speak English or not, is enough of a challenge in its own right. Adding an individual that has to learn English as well. But I believe that great players really figure it all out. They end up figuring it all out. And so we have great confidence that Looper will do exactly that as well. And we're here to support him as a complete organization.
So now you said earlier that he was your top pick for anyone throughout the world in terms of players you wanted to pick up. Why did you want to pick up a top laner in particular? Specifically, was that because of the departure of KFO, or were there other reasons surrounding that?
We were really attracted to Looper from the standpoint of his ability to transcend a region. That was the first, that was one of the highest levels that really pleased us when looking at the landscape. How do we go and get someone that is comfortable to make a shift, which he did to China, and really also excited to come to North America. So he checked those boxes off. For me, it started, does he understand how to be a champion? Does he understand how to be a teammate and win at the highest level? You check those boxes off. And so as we went down those key lists of things, we then realized, hey, we had a void to fill. KFO returning home to Korea to be with his family and wanting to return to play in Korea was something that we always want to allow our players to openly communicate their desires. And we try, as you saw with our CSGO team, we were all for our players succeeding in their careers. And so we parted ways with KFO. Which left an opening in the top lane, and it was something we needed to fill right away. But also we consulted Froggen. We talked to Froggen extensively about who he wanted to play with, when he looked out in the free agent landscape, who he thought would make us better, who could he be paired with in a leadership capacity to grow our team and really help our young players develop into championship players.
So you do now have Froggen and now bringing in Looper. These are your two imports that you were allowed in the North American LCS. How do you build a team of homegrown talent over these two star import players, or are you going to be relying on them to really rise up the level of talent that you have involved?
Well, I would start with you continue to grow from within. And we had a number of rookies last year that joined Echo Fox, started their careers on stage in competition with us, and got a lot of experience. And some of them will be returning to our team, which we're excited about. I thought they made great strides, improved a lot amidst a lot of criticism, but at the end of the season, really showed their improvement by making it through relegation and winning the promotional tournament. I like to say winning the tournament because it was a tournament that really afforded us the opportunity to be the Spring Split Cup here in 2017. So we want to reward them and support them in their continued growth, which I believe is going to be an exciting year for them. And then continue to grow our roster out as we continue to build and add additional players, because as you see across the free agent landscape right now in this time of year in general in LCS, everyone is forming their rosters. Players are moving around. Free agency is at play. Guys are moving up maybe from the challenger ranks into starting positions and getting opportunities to play bigger roles. And that's what's going on with us. So we really refrain from making announcements usually until there's something to really say. Beyond that, I mean, we're excited about where we're going. There's some really exciting things on the horizon for us here. Looper is that first communication on behalf of our roster. We know that Froggen's still a part of our team, and the two of them together, I think, set a great foundation for us moving forward.
So now you've said it again, time and time again, that Froggen is your captain. He will be the captain of the team. Where do you see Looper's role in the leadership of this team? Is he going to be a co-captain, or is he going to be somebody that is supporting Froggen? Or is that something that you guys have yet to determine?
Yeah, I think that's for the coaching staff and players to work out in training camp, as they're right now currently in Korea, started training camp, boot camp, that is, as we call it. Those things tend to work themselves out. It's going to be probably easier for Froggen, as he has a year under his belt in our organization, to really guide Looper in this transition along with the rest of his teammates into getting acclimated into what it means to be a part of Echo Fox, what it means to live in North America and compete in the LCS in there, as we all know. But yes, you don't bring a championship experienced player like Looper on. You don't bring one of the tops laners in the world. You don't bring someone that's notoriously known for teleporting the way he does when we definitely have needed that and missed that, and not call on his leadership, not really ask for his guidance and what has been successful in the places he's been in and the teams he's been on, and how can we improve as a group together.
So obviously there are going to be a lot of expectations coming towards Echo Fox as Looper joins the roster. How do you ensure that his place on the roster allows you to meet those expectations, is there something that you guys are just trying to figure out at this particular moment?
Well, everyone at this stage is really setting the foundation for the coming season, and I don't think even the returning teams that maybe whose rosters are more intact and every year is different. The one thing I always say that's constant in life is change, and change is happening all around. It's happened all around us in the off season, and it'll continue to evolve as players prepare for and put in place the best strategies. So Looper's success, we know individually, there's going to be no question about that. He'll rank up in the top of top laners in North America, which will be exciting for him individually. We know that he'll go on an individual journey of just getting comfortable in North America in general. We will support him in that. We're committed to that. The things that we're doing at Echo Fox as it pertains to just the improvement of our own infrastructure and the growth of our support system is ever growing and ever changing, which will make his job easier, make all our players' jobs easier. But he's going to be a success. I'm confident in that, and we're going to be a success as we head into this season. So there's no doubt in my mind that this is going to be an exciting year.
So obviously the goal for the summer split is to end up at the World Championship, but for spring, your goals may be a little bit different, especially coming off a difficult split last year. What are your goals for spring split? What do you hope to have accomplished by the end of this first half of the year?
Well, we always are pushing towards becoming, the premier esport franchise in the world. So when you make those type of statements and you set those levels of expectations only, for yourself first and foremost, and those within your organization are then pushed to live up to those and push each other to live up to those goals, then it requires you to really suit up, show up every day, as we talk about, consistently improve, repeatedly put the work in to get the results, and the results will be what they will be when you do that. And I am confident those will be positive results. So as the spring is upon us, our investment group has grown, our employees in our organization have grown, our commitment to just sports in general and esports as we see it as professional sports and these professional athletes, they're now surrounded with over 30 years of professional sport experience. We've added people that have run, professional sporting franchises in traditional sports in America, and coupled with, continued growth in infrastructure. We'll move into an even newer practice facility. We thought we raised the bar in the first year with our environment for our players. It'll get better. Our housing, the coaching staff, the support around the players. Right now they're at boot camp in Korea, and they couldn't be happier with the environment they're in there now. We stepped that up to another level. So we're just going to play at the highest level. We're going to compete at the highest level. We're going to recruit at the highest level. We're going to try and attract the best players. And I think the message will slowly but surely get out that if you're looking to get the most out of your career, if you're looking to be a part of a championship-driven organization who has not yet been able to succeed at that level yet, but is in pursuit of that doggedly day in and day out, then you're going to find your way to Echo Fox. And that's, this is an example of that with Looper. We're proud to have him join our organization. He is one of the best in the world and a champion, a past champion. And I always say, you can't say a former champion, you never take it away. So he's a world champion, and he's going to bring world champion experience to Echo Fox.
All right, sir, I'll let you get back to your Florida evening. The weather looks beautiful. Hope you have the...
Yeah, I lost all my sun, man. Lost all my sons. I heard you got some buddies out here in Miami. If I run into them, I'll tell them you said hello.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. For more League of Legends coverage and everything else about Echo Fox, keep it right here on Yahoo Esports.